Hi guys, and welcome to the Bulletproof Dad Mission Focus. So, taking you on to the first page, what we've done here is we've set out 4 primary missions for you, okay? And in each one of those missions, we've set out the name of the mission and the level of the mission that you are at. So mission 1 is the reprogrammer, mission 2 is the builder, mission 3 is the role model, mission 4 is the leader. Now you'll see in each one of those sections, we've also listed what your primary focus is, what your biggest need is, what your key questions are, what your internal struggles are, and what the primary outcome is that we want with each one of these. So let's go through each one of these in turn. Now, number 1, the reprogrammer. Now, the primary focus in the reprogramming stage is to build your routines and your practices. It's to get you the stable foundations, the nuts and bolts that are going to help you to build a platform that you want within this journey that you want for your goals. So, your biggest need within this stage is burning down all your old programming that you have built up over the years and start to build again from the ground up. That's the biggest thing. To establish those solid foundations so you can build that strong structure on top of it. And it's through your routines and your practices and your disciplines that we provide within the program that are going to give you that to be able to do it. All right? And that comes in the Bulletproof Dad standards. So key questions you're going to face within this stage is, what do I need to change? How do I change? What do I need to put into place? And how can I make this simple? And can I do this? Like a lot of the guys in this stage, this is the stage where you get the biggest amounts of dropouts. This is where most people fail because they have these questions in place. What do I need to change? How do I change? What do I need to put in place? How can I make this simple? And can I do this? You start to doubt yourself in terms of what can I do? So we've gone on to internal struggles here is deciding to do something for you. You know, sometimes that can be a big struggle to actually decide to do something for you and not just for your family. Allocating time to putting in the investment to improve yourself is a big one. Deciding on you and the program are worth the effort is also a big one, and overcoming your fears and fear of failure and exposure. Okay, the primary outcome that we're looking for here within mission 1 is to reprogram your habits of acting and thinking. Okay, it's to reestablish your identity and get you to move and act and think in a way of who you want to become, not who you were before. It's to burn down all this old programming, all this old stories, all the old excuses, all the old reasons that you have for not being able to move forward, and to embrace it and to go. To embrace it and to go. Put the practices in place, put the foundations in place, and then we start to move on from there. So mission number 2 becomes the builder phase. So in this builder phase, the primary focus here is to be able to build your strength and fitness. Now, you will all also be doing this in the reprogramming stage. You'll be starting on this, getting stronger, getting fitter. But here we want to go. Here we want to go. We've established this, the pillars. We established the practices. We established your foundation. Now we want to build on top of it. Now we want to go. So your biggest need is embedding your habits, beliefs and routines that will last a lifetime. Remember, the program is meant to be for you to build a really solid lifestyle and a really good structure around you and your family. So we need to embed the habits, the beliefs and the routines that are going to do that. Building on the initial strength and fitness gains to build depth and maturity, giving you a solid framework to grow. Now, key questions that come in here is, can I maintain my growth? Not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally as well. How do I fulfill the program requirements and manage my work and family balance? And lastly, I've put here, do I have to? Because by this stage as well, it's like, do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? Yes, you do. Yes, you need to keep going with it. Yes, you need to keep your pillars in place. Yes, you need to have your foundation work there, or it'll all come crumbling down. Biggest internal struggles here are changing your mindset from I have to do this to I want to do this for me and my family. There's a big difference between mindset and setting the mind up. You can set the mind up to say, yeah, I want to do this for me and my family, and I don't have to do this, but I want to because I get so much benefit and gains from it. That's a game changer. Understanding that this is a long-term game and not a quick fix, which definitely comes into this phase because we realize that it's the gradual reps day upon day that actually get you the outcomes that you want, and sticking to the BP standards and being disciplined. This is through the BP standards that we establish in the next video, which is going to help you to be able to move forward and implant these pillars into your daily life. So the primary outcome here is to retune your body and mind. So we've reprogrammed your habits of acting and thinking. Then in this builder phase, we're looking to retune your mind and your body. Then we move on to number 3. Now, mission 3 here is the role model phase, okay? You have to earn this, guys. You have to earn the ability to be a role model. If you haven't gone through mission 1 and 2, if you haven't reprogrammed your identity and your habits and your practices, and you haven't been disciplined, if you haven't been able to build and grow on top of that in terms of your personal life, but also your fitness and your health, then you don't deserve to be a role model. So the role model phase here is basically the primary focus is to build your sense of self, build your understanding of who you are. So your biggest need is understanding the power that you have to shape your own destiny, expanding your perception of yourself and taking ownership of your life choices and being consistent with your routines. Again, with the routines, it's those that keep you in place and keep you moving forward. Key questions along the pathways: can I keep going? Do you have what it takes to be a positive role model? Do I need any added pressure? Now, you're a role model in your life, whether you know it or not. People are looking at you the entire time and looking at whether your words and actions actually match one another. So why not be the best version of this? Why not be able to be that role model that you know that you can be deep down inside, not only for your family, but for those in your social group and to a large extent the community of the guys that see your journey and see the way that you've progressed over time. Someone is a man of his word and action, okay? And not a bullshitter. Internal struggles: being comfortable with being noticed and accepting compliments and praise, being able to let go of the past and embrace a new future with new prospects, dealing with fears of exposure and a sense of being a fraud, which can often be a big one. Guys who haven't changed their identity and their mindset, even though they have achievements, they've still got this internal doubt, these old internal stories that are going on inside that don't let them acknowledge the achievements that they have actually done, and ultimately gets them thinking that they are a fraud, that people are going to notice that they've somehow cheated their way to where they've got to, or that they aren't the person that people are trying to make them out to be and they'll be noticed as a fraud. Now, these are unconscious things that can go on, but definitely some internal struggles that start to happen in and around this role model phase as people start to take more notice. Now, the primary outcome here is to become a respected role model to the family, okay? So to your family in person, this is where we want you to be. Your role model, your leader, your patriarch within your family. Yes, you want to be your patriarch, but you want to provide for your family and you want to be a protector, but you want to be a provider of morals, of standards. You want to be a protector of those morals and standards as well. And then we go on to mission 4. So mission 4 is the leader phase. So you've gone through these first 3 missions, you've gone through the reprogramming, you've gone through the builder, you've gone through the remodel, and now you're into the leader phase. Now the primary focus here is to build a sense of positive influence over others. Your biggest need here is understanding you are now a leader. You've got to understand that you are actually a leader. You're actually standing out. You're part of the top 1% high performers in the country. Appreciating your growth and achievements, knowing how to guide others. That's the biggest need here. Key questions: who is it that needs my help the most? How best can I pass on my knowledge and wisdom? Okay, these are key questions here. Once you get to this stage, you've gone through this journey and you've gone through your own pathway and you've got all the benefits, you've got all these things in place, you've seen the change within yourself and the benefits in your life and how everything has improved, then it's a natural progression to be able to want to give this to others. So who is it needs my help and how best can I pass my knowledge and wisdom on? No one likes a smart ass. So there's ways of being able to do this that actually people will be able to notice, want to model themselves, which comes through the role model phase, but then being able to deliver this in a way that I'll actually get the best out of for the people that mean the most in your life as well. Internal struggles that you'll face. You don't see yourself as a leader. You're concerned that you may still sink back into your old routines and habits. You don't fully appreciate your growth and development and the positive contribution you can make to another's life, because you can. You definitely can. The world needs more leaders like you to step up, to come forward, to go through their struggles, to go through their troubles and come out the other side. That's what they need. People that are close to them to be able to model and move forward with. The primary outcome here is to be a leader, to give back to others. So if we just quickly move through each stage, the reprogramming stage, begin your journey reprogramming. You're dissatisfied with your currently are. You're lacking time, energy, focus, motivation, and desire. You have no passion, pride, or purpose in your life. You work hard to pay your bills and you satisfy your need to be a provider and protector for your family, but something is still missing. You feel embarrassed and ashamed of the way you look. You've started other regimes and tried other products, potions, and supplements. You've made many declarations to yourself and to others about making a change to your body and your life, but you've never really quite followed through. You've made excuses and reasons to justify this, but you know it has been because you didn't have the discipline, the heart, or the grit to get the fucking job done. Okay? This failure burns you more than the failed attempts. It's the internal knowledge within you that you didn't have basically the guts, the grit, and the determination to follow through that burns more than the failure itself, because you keep compounding this sense on top of yourself about your self-worth and about who you are, and this starts to redefine your identity. Now in this stage, we want to reprogram that identity. We want to move you onto a new level. We want you to be someone who follows through. We want you to be someone who actually does what he says that he's going to do. We want you to be able to come into that role model and leader phase, but you have to get through this first. Your worst fear here is yourself, of the negativity you believe to be true about you. The internal voice that erodes any effort to change and pours cold water over any excitement for the future is your greatest battle you must win. This is the stage that most dads fail at. It's crucial to get through this. How do you win this reprogramming mission? Burn down your old ways of thinking and behaving and install new routines and practices that are in line with who you wish to become. Being disciplined and consistent are going to be your biggest challenges here. You'll have all the motivation in the world at the start for the first 2 weeks, then it will start to wane. You've got to be disciplined and exercise your will as per the standards that are going to be in the next video that you'll be able to see there. Okay, that's how you win this stage. Now, in order to graduate from here, you must have established your objectives and vision. You've established your routines in terms of training and healthy eating and so on. You've established your practices in terms of meal prep, creating space for yourself and sticking to those BPD standards. You've established your exercise base. So here you've got 50 workouts recorded via Trainerize. You've got your monthly benchmark WOD improvement that's happening month on month. You've got your monthly improvement in your 5RM foundational lifts, which are through the program. You've established routine or recording stats and data. And we've got a bucket list challenge to be completed for each section. Something that you need to do, that you want to really, really do, that will give you a significant sense of your own growth and expanding that comfort zone. Okay, mission 2, the builder phase. At the builder stage of the journey, your most precious asset is your time and spending it wisely, okay? You've put in your reps, you're being consistent and disciplined, you've established your routines for success, and you're seeing the benefits not only in your body, but in your life as well. You're learning how to manage work, family, and taking care of yourself in a positive way. This way of life is becoming more of a lifestyle now. You'll become familiar with your training regime, meal prepping, creating silent space and connection, and the other aspects of the BPD program. You don't see this as something you have to do, a necessary evil anymore. Rather, you see it as a platform for success. Your body shape is starting to change. You are dropping excess fat and you are building fitness and strength along the way. Here, we focus on building your capacity layer by layer with a long game mentality. Time management and juggling everything that is happening in your life at this stage can be a challenge. You are feeling so many positive benefits, but but things can still be overwhelming and you may feel like they can get on top of you. Okay, that's fair enough. How do you win the builder mission? Stick to the path. Stick to your routine, stick to your practices, stick to the path. Okay, be disciplined, have will, have grit, have determination. Find a way. Okay, talk about the codes, improve daily. Okay, solution focused, take ownership, get through it. Rep by rep, you get stronger. Remember, not everything has to be done at once. Proper planning and determination will win the day. All right, the builder gratitude. Clarified their vision further to keep them on track, has embedded routines and practices into their daily lives, built the second layer of exercise base, 100 workouts recorded, monthly benchmark WOD improvement, monthly improvement in 5RM foundational lifts, made into routine of recording stats and data. Second bucket list challenge completed in order to graduate. The role model. Congratulations on making it to this stage. You've got through the two worst parts of the whole journey, or the two parts that can be the most difficult. By this point, you've ingrained a lot of habits. You've got into a lot of practices. As we said, you've engaged this into your lifestyle. Your mindset has changed, or the way you set your mind up has changed. So your hardest part of the journey is now behind you. At this stage, you have noticed the positive changes that have entered your life, and you've embedded your routines and practices into your lifestyle. Your body is becoming unrecognizable to the way it was before, and you're stronger and fitter than you were in your 20s. People have really started to take note of the changes in your appearance, energy, and outlook. Your biggest challenge here can be to keep yourself motivated and moving forward, as many of your original goals have been met. Complacency can start to sneak in as you become comfortable with the level that you have reached. This is your biggest enemy here. It's overcoming that complacency. Complacency can be the other side of demotivation. Okay, because it has the same effect. You have become a role model to many, especially your family, at this stage, as your example has inspired them, and you have achieved a level of respect within their minds. You are building a true sense of the power you have to shape your own destiny whilst expanding your perception of your capabilities. Being comfortable with praise and attention can cause feelings of being uncomfortable for you, as you haven't had this for so long. How do you win the role model mission? Keep your focus, all right? Re-establish new objectives built from where you are now, not from where you once were, because you're a completely different guy. Continue to push yourself to grow and to take on new challenges that would have once turned away from or dismissed. Be disciplined. Embrace the fact that you have people look at you differently given your achievements, and show gratitude for this, which is also in the standards. The role model graduate, you become a master of envisioning a future for yourself. You have become a master of expressing gratitude. You've become a master of routines and practices. You've built the third layer of exercise base, which is 150 workouts recorded, the monthly benchmark, WOD improvements, monthly improvements in 5RM foundational lifts, and you can maintain a routine of recording stats and data. Third bucket list challenge completed. All right. Now, the last mission 4. Wow, look at you go. You're in the leader phase, okay? Now, you are now a leader and stand in the top 1% of high performers in the country. You are a man and a dad that is known not only for his strong words, but his strong actions. You as a leader is the hardest quality to grow. Okay? Leadership for your family, leadership in your workplace, and leadership as a man and a father. You have all the assets and tools. You have done the work consistently to improve yourself. Now your mission comes in sharing that with the significant others in your world of influence. This comes through your actions and the way you conduct yourself, not only in their presence, but when nobody is watching. Can you maintain those high standards there? This is where, as a leader, you must live and breathe the principles by which you stand for, and the disciplines and practices that have formed your new identity and outlook. It is living for a higher purpose than just yourself and your needs. It is living from a state of wanting a deep understanding of the light you have to shine on others so that they can rise. It's about going full circle. It's about giving back. It's about pulling other people along. It's about showing their example. It's about stepping forward and say, I will go first, and leading them forward through the darkness to where they want to get to. They need your strength. They need you there to be able to do that. They need to be able to watch and see your progression and know that they can do it themselves. So how do you win the leader mission? Embrace it. Embrace your new status. Take pleasure in your role. You have built the routines and practices you need for success. You understand exercise, nutrition, and mindset principles. Your holistic approach has allowed you to achieve a balance in your life, both internally and externally. Your sharing of this wisdom will allow you to graduate from the mission. The leader graduate, you've become a teacher of envisioning and successful goal setting. You've become a teacher of gratitude practice. You've become a teacher of routines and practices. You've built third layer of exercise base, which is 200 workouts recorded, monthly workout benchmark WOD improvement, monthly improvement in the 5RM foundational lifts, and you can maintain a routine of recording stats and data. And you've achieved the fourth bucket list challenge. Okay, The bucket list challenges are there so you can expand your perception of yourself. You can go and do things that challenge you and you can tick them off your list so your brain and your mind can understand your capabilities, and it's an important part of the program. So the achievements and benefits to finish off. Physical, a lean muscular physique, ideal body composition for you, fat muscle ratio under the 20% body fat mark, hitting consistent fitness and strength targets with your benchmarks and your RMs, improved total body mobility and flexibility, and strong and functional in every range of motion. In other words, fit for life, not for the gym. Mental benefits and achievements. Focused. Your brain's not scattered. You're goal driven. You're consistently working towards objectives. You've got a deep sense of satisfaction and gratitude for life. You're consistent and positive. You're in a consistent positive mental space. Emotionally, you're balanced and calm. You're intelligent understanding of your own emotions and how to handle them. You've got a clear understanding of your needs and how to have them met in order to live a life of happiness and contentment, free to give love and focus on love in your life, and recognition of your own power. And in terms of your lifestyle, you've got a deep sense of connection with your partner or significant other. You're a leader to your children. You're a leader to your friends and extended family. You've expanded opportunities for career progression and lifestyle upgrade. And you've got a deep sense of satisfaction within life. This is our mission focus, guys. These are our mission outcomes. This is where we are working towards. And these are the achievements and benefits that you will have as you move